he wanted me to start doing OnlyFans, and I was like, why would you want to share me? Oh, I'm supposed to be your wife one day. And he's like, well, we can have a nice wedding if you do OnlyFans or sell content.
Welcome, Hannah. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm 36 years old.
Young.
Proudly. I'm an elder emo with pride.
Oh, good thing.
I'm a Seattle native. My family has deep roots in Seattle.
That's right. What was it that you told me your grandfather did?
He built the airport, part of the Columbia Tower. He worked for Anderson Glass, and he actually put all the windows in most of the skyscrapers in Seattle.
Deep roots.
Yeah, and well, with the last name Muir, John Muir, that's pretty deep with Washington history, I believe.
Yeah.
So I take that with pride. So I have a lot of love and pride for Seattle. I love my hometown. I was born at Swedish, same with my entire family.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's where a lot of my care and morale comes from.
Seattle pride. There's mostly transplants here like myself. I'm sorry I've come to your great state. So.
Welcome. I mean, you're doing a great job and you're adding to the community. So
Hannah, today we are asking people to come in and speak on some pretty heavy topics. And we are highlighting these topics around the human trafficking that is going to be increasing over World Cup and FIFA. We invited you to this space. We hate to say it like this, but people who've been experts in this, who understand it, who have otherwise lived it, who are helping fight against it. I know you are a fierce woman in that. And I would love it if you would just share a little bit with us of your story. And then, of course, we would love to hear more about what you are doing now.
Yes. So my story, it all starts with domestic violence. It really does. And then also an ex-husband using the family court system to continue abuse, even though I got away.
Yeah.
And sadly, with the family law system, court system, if whoever has more money wins.
Yeah.
And
yes, that happens every day.
Unfortunately, my ex-husband hired a guardian ad litem that he personally knew. It was founded in court, Sandwich County, and I had my daughter taken from me, even though I wasn't a bad mom. I didn't use drugs.
Yeah.
But because I was a single mom in Tacoma, that angered my ex-husband, he took her from me, and I lost my purpose. I still don't get to see her after all this time.
That part, the purpose piece of it, right?
Yeah. I loved being a mom. Being a mom is the most amazing gift on the planet. I love it more than anything on this, more than life itself. But with that being said, with that, I became lost. I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't go to the grocery store without breaking down. Her being controlled, not allowed to talk to her, knowing that she was being abused and no one would help me. It was during COVID, so I mean, my hands were tied. CPS wouldn't help me, even though they were on my side and wanted her out of that home, but they don't get involved with family law cases if there's one in place, unfortunately. Yeah. So I couldn't take care of myself. I stopped bathing, eating. I couldn't move, get out of bed, and I was in a relationship with someone who I thought really cared for me.
Yeah.
And because he was so supportive during all that, and because he really stepped up, I felt like I owed a debt to him for that. But
how they try and make you feel, though, right? That they owe you, that you owe them something now.
Yeah. But then hindsight, looking back at it now, I should have ran away. He had a drug addiction issue. He was in drug court. I thought we were over the hump of it all. I was about to get her back because I was about to file, but then came home early from work one day. He was using drugs. I got beat up for it, first interrupting his little party. And in Tacoma, whoever calls first is the one in the right. So I went to jail. And I was actually in the process of trying to become Tacoma PD. And he said, I'm not going to date no pig. So that was the end of my police career.
I know. I've had a brother that didn't want to go to Thanksgiving because I became a cop. So I get it.
Yeah, so that took my career away. It was something I always dreamt about since I was a little girl watching cops on TV. 8 and 8:30 Saturday nights, and America's Most Wanted, with John Walsh at 9, and like it was just my whole childhood with that, and like something I really took pride in, that I wanted to be, and that dream was gone. So with all that, because he was all I had no livelihood, he was just all I had. So the drugs. Because I didn't want to lose him, I gave up on my sobriety because I had nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. As we tend to do, join them. Yeah.
And then with the drug lifestyle, if they can't commit the crimes to get, a big paycheck, and they need fast, easy money, especially if you live in an area next to casinos, which the casinos are the biggest problem areas, hands down, that's where you will see a lot of trafficking.
Yeah.
You'll see a lot of sex work hidden in the shadows. And not so in the shadows at all. And where a lot of men will go to pick up girls for money. Constantly, 24/7. 24/7.
It's part of the lifestyle of a casino, if you will, right? I mean, that's where almost it should be: see something, say something, do something, but it's the opposite. It's they're part of it.
Yeah. No, it's so after a while, he would complain about how we didn't have money. And then so it went, and this was at the dawn of OnlyFans. He wanted me to start doing OnlyFans, and I was like, why would you want to share me? Oh, I'm supposed to be your wife one day. And he's like, well, we can have a nice wedding if you do OnlyFans or sell content. And we already had home videos, and so he started selling our videos.
Yeah.
He started pressuring me to do it more and more, and if I didn't do it, then he would just do horrible things to me, be mean to me. It was this slow trickle of it all. And I was with this person for almost 20 years, off and on for 20 years.
Never thinking he is possible of doing things.
Yeah, ever since I was literally, before I even hit puberty, I met him on MySpace.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. MySpace is a whole nother story. That's that gateway is a whole nother situation.
That's right.
What I went through with that. But it was he just kept gambling all our money away, and then I would try to find places for us to live, and it would always be renting a room from someone. And then it always turns into, well, if you really want to live here, this is what I want, not your money. And then
how disposable does a person feel when you're only,
and they're so mean to you. They talk down to you, they're demeaning, they on a whim will just attack you. So it's just either you're in a situation where the roof is provided for you over your head, and you're having someone that you love tell you that that's the only option that you guys have, because God forbid they go get a job.
Oh yeah,
that part.
And then God forbid that they allow you to get a job and have that normalcy. It's a hamster wheel. That's what I always called it. And then it starts being well, you run into someone at the casino, and then they want to start becoming a regular, and want to try to help your situation, or they want to help you get out of the life, and you deserve better, but they give you worse. It's always more conditioning, more physical violence.
Did you feel like you were passed off between man to man, and then it just increasingly got more violent in those spaces and more demanding?
More desperation, more drug use, because you're so you can't believe that that's your life, and you just feel broken, and then you are so I'm so desensitized. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm more offended by having a sneeze attack than by being raped.
And there's the thought of me, I'm sorry, just if I could take a moment, because hearing you say that breaks my heart.
Sorry.
Because we've also looked past that and so often in a woman's life, right? And
Yeah.
We were just talking to Jenny Graham about her and her sister who was a victim of the Green River Killer, and how she was a child sex victim, which led her down this same path. And when sexual boundaries get askew, it's
Very
a lot
young.
easy. It's a lot easier. And OnlyFans is, you're not out on a blade. You're not out walking around. It's right there in your house. You don't have to leave. You find kind of that you feel safer, right?
And then the exploitation.
And then the exploitation just keeps going and going.
Because the money's addicting.
Right.
Because then you feel like you put your worth attached to that dollar amount.
Right.
How in the world you say, Hannah, that drugs became heavier and heavier, right? And I'm don't want to open up too much, but when you came into my world, you were addicted, and you looked at me, and I'll never forget. And it's why I just sit here and say I have a hard time looking at you right now because I'm just sitting in awe of you. But you said, "Let me do this," and I asked you, let me do this meant to you. Let me cold turkey getting through my addiction. Let me hone in, and I looked at you thinking, whoa, the fact that you have that enough bravery to want to be able to overcome your addiction on your own made me feel like, let's go, right? Like, let me dig into that. But I want to highlight that because you came into, our organization is a recovery-based facility, really working hard on trying to help women.
Did you know that that's 1 year today? Not 1 year, but 8 months today.
That you walked in that door.
Yeah. 8 months today.
Oof. That's a powerful thing to hear.
Yeah, that's 8 months today. I'm like,
8 months of the day, you walked into a crisis healing center for women and children. One that, we are just humans helping humans, and you now get to see that. But you trusted a space that was foreign to you, and then you ran with it, girl. You ran with it. I'm sure those first couple days, weeks, months were hard, but can you speak into that? Like, you came out of this life and going into this, and I want to hear what that first few days.
What was your drug of choice?
Everything.
Oh, okay.
Everything.
Yeah. I mean, I sold everything. I made everything. I did everything, and like I used heroin when I was a lot younger, at 17, 18, and I injected it. I never smoked it. I went balls to the wall.
You just straight went to inject.
Yeah. I didn't waste it. That's how I always made that joke. It's not funny. It's not funny.
It's not funny.
It's not funny. Don't inject.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. But like, because like I had so much trauma from my childhood, like you guys said earlier, about how and I've heard a lot from almost every single person I've ever talked to about this or has opened up about me. Like, anyone who's been touched as a kid will go down this path eventually, either behind closed doors or some way or another.
Right.
They're even not as much as I did, because like I had a horrible father, but like it was just a simple fact of the matter is, like, there will be some point in their life where they'll either self-harm, or they will go into domestic violence, or they'll go into drug addiction.
It opens a door.
Yeah, and mine started at 3 years old.
Yeah.
So like, I mean,
I have a sister that's sitting in a Missouri prison right now for life plus 25 years.
Yeah.
That her life started out like that.
Yeah. It's and if you don't, I don't know how, but except for by the grace of God, because that's what kind of pulled me out. I was really suicidal.
The call that came in, and I'm just going to be clear, that came in for Hannah was one where you could have been dead.
Yeah.
You should have been dead. And I look up every day and thank God that we got the call to bring you in. You didn't know where you were.
Yeah, I didn't even know where I was. I was like, I don't even know what city I'm in. I didn't know anything. It was just I just remember I was trying to get away from that person I was in a relationship with, and then I was trying to detox and get clean, because I was just ready. I was just over it, because I didn't want my life to go a certain way. I just like I knew it was do or die. I knew it was do or die, and like I had this old man like offered me a place to live, and he seemed really nice, and because I couldn't leave my dog behind. My dog has saved my life like so many times from men like that. Like, I've had people show up to rooms with saran wrap and trash bags and power tools and a camera, and like my dog came out of nowhere and like chased him away, and I knew he saved my life multiple times. I have been strangled, and all of a sudden I black it out, and I see. Is it because my dog was attacking someone? So like my dog, I still got him. His name's Chicken.
Chicken the
His
dog.
name's Chicken.
I love Chicken. When Chicken came into our crisis center, I was like, Chicken's here to stay. I saw the way Chicken was protecting
He's
you.
a good boy.
Yeah. What kind of dog is he?
Oh, he's a Heinz 57.
The best kind.
Yeah, he's like a boxer pitty, my pitiful pitty, but like talks like a husky. I don't know. He has a mind of he loves jammies.
Oh,
he's just a cute boy.
Back to that day, though.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I can talk all day about my dog.
I would hear more about Chicken,
but like, I just remember the guys literally said to me like, either you have sex with me or you're out, and like I could not for the life of me, like, have sex with him. I just couldn't. I just didn't want to do it anymore. I didn't want to like, because to me it was like being raped, because it's like you just lay there, disassociate, and then like it's nothing, and like to me sex is nothing. To me it's nothing. Like I said, like rape does not even like, I've been told even by my ex-partner, like, you've been raped so many times, like, what does it even matter anymore? And like I'm like, you got a point. And like it doesn't bother me, it really doesn't. And that's like I think that's why I also have such a thick skin. But like I remember looking down the ground, I was calling my mom because I was suicidal, and like I was very into witchcraft before this. I was very into, like, I've seen some satanic things, and I pulled away from the satanic church, and I was like, okay, you guys are a little too deep for me. I didn't realize how much they harm children, so I pulled away from that. But I was still doing witchcraft, and like I haven't been religious ever in my life, ever. And then I'm on the phone crying to my mom, and I look down, and there's a rosary. And mind you, I would look at anything like that and I would scoff at it, and I'd be like, ugh, gross. But then I picked it up and I said, okay. Okay. I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I went back to my abuser, and like I was so tired, and like we were in a parking lot, and he backhanded me and broke my tooth, and like I remember just looking at him, I said, really? Really? And I said, because he went inside the store to go shoplift, I said, you know what, that's it. And so I went in and I told the store, like, hey, he's shoplifting and he just hit me. Can you go get him? And I left.
Good job, Anna.
I got into, he had a hotel. I was in the hotel room, and I found out that he was getting PR'd. I thought he'd be extradited to all his other, warrants, but that was not the case, sadly. Seattle.
Welcome to the state of Washington.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Seattle. They let him go. And I was terrified. Because he knew I snitched on him. And the thing is, we have no contact order on his side because of the day I got arrested. And the simple fact of the matter is, I knew the judge told me, you mess up one more time, you're going to prison. And like, I didn't want to lose my life for something I didn't do. Yeah. And like, there's a lot I've done in my life, but like, I didn't deserve what would be coming to me, because he was feeling petty.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, he was the abuser, but like, just one day I went to jail, and started me going to jail constantly. And I just didn't want to do that to my kid. And I just like, I kept thinking about her.
Yeah.
I think about her every day, every second.
Yeah.
Everything's for Allison, despite what she's been told. So, so
talk about that day.
I just started calling around.
Amen.
And like, it literally wasn't until I was walking my dog, and I felt hopeless. I'm like, okay, this is it. I'm gonna die. Like, this is my life. This is what I was gonna be. And I literally was like, but why? Like, why? Like, why me? Like, I want more. And then I literally was about, Chicken was doing his business in a bush like he always does, or on a log. I don't know.
It always
Weird
comes
places.
back to chicken.
I know.
Always back to chicken.
Yeah, and like I went to go down to pick up, like, because I always pick up after my dog.
Yeah.
Like, you should.
Good girl.
Good, responsible people.
And like I see this gorgeous platinum cross on the ground, and I just went, okay. And then I get the phone call, and it's Stephanie from the More We Love. And she said, okay, I'm going to take you in. And I said, okay. And so I packed up my stuff, and then left a bunch of stuff behind. I looked at all my dog paraphernalia, and I literally flipped it off, and I said, we're done. And like I said, okay, I got this. And I was scared to tell the More We Love, like, that, like, hey, I do have I'm detoxing. I just want to, like, I can do it. Like, I don't need rehab. Like, I can do it because, like, I want to get to my daughter. I just want my kid. And after suffering a late-term miscarriage, like, just months before, like, that just really, I wanted good in my life after suffering so much death and loss. And I just wanted to do better, and hindsight, I just wanted more. I just wanted more, so much more.
You deserve more.
Yeah. And it was just this profound moment I had, and it's like, I literally would, like, I'm so sorry, God. I used to burn Bibles, I was really punk rock and witchy, and, like, I was this, like, I had a lot of demonic influence in my life. So, but, like, that crowning moment, I just literally saw it, and I just released all control, and I was like, okay.
Your turn. Take the wheel.
Yeah, I was like, okay, because, like, I'm not doing a good job. Obviously, I'm not driving very well, this bus, so, okay, because I felt warmth and I felt light around me when that happened, and I said, okay.
Yeah. Sometimes that's all it is, though, just saying okay, right? Like,
yeah.
Our vulnerabilities, it's just like, okay, I don't know what else.
And then the turning point on that, where it really was for sure, like, hard, like, e-brake on anything that wasn't godly, was when I was at the More We Love. Oh my God, I've never in my life ever experienced anything like this. I saw my witchcraft stuff, but I just, like, having my things fly across the room, and because, like, Miss Carolyn was praying with me, and I never allowed anyone to do that to me. Normally I would freak out and, like, twitch, and, like, it was just, she just, like, kept putting anointing over me, and, like, she just, like, kept praying over me, and then, like, I was just like, okay, I'm loosening up, and the detox was over with, and then,
which you did on your own. If
Yeah.
I can just, again, acknowledge that. I'm not endorsing that in any way, but the fact that you are such a beast in a way, and please take that as a compliment,
do.
that you can power through something.
And I was
like
on
that
methadone too.
just speaks volumes to what how much you say, I wanted something different, right, Hannah? I mean, that's the thing. And when I remember you saying, and I looked in your eyes, and I was like, oh, this girl means it. Like, there's some that talk that, but you really meant that.
Yeah, no, I really did. Like,
Can we talk about really quick how long it's been that you've been in recovery now, Queen?
8 months.
8 months.
8
Like,
months.
I can
8
just
months.
say that is extraordinary.
Yeah,
Queen.
and,
Thank
like,
you. Yeah,
I love it.
Thanks for taking your life back.
Yeah, I'm so happy. Like, I was like, why was I ever on drugs?
Yeah.
Well, to your point, you were desensitized.
I was so desensitized. I think it was demonic, in all honesty, because, like, they say, like, God will find you when it's, feeling most hopeless, the most in your darkest pit of life. That's when he's like, okay, hey, remember me?
Yeah, that's right.
And then that's when he helps you up. And the thing is, like, when we would do witchcraft, because I was in covens and stuff, like, we would always do a bunch of meth because it made us think we're doing better, and then we would all see the same things, and, like, I mean, there's a thing called the Meth Bible, and, like, it talks deeply about it.
The Meth Bible.
Yeah.
That's new to me.
Yeah, it
Okay.
is. Yeah, where it's a lot of people that were ex drug addicts, ex witches, that were like, hey, Like there's connection here with drug use and like satanic connections.
I deeply believe that. Yeah.
But with all that, and finding God and not being angry with him anymore, and realizing I look back at everything I went through, I'm like, it's like that Sheldon Cooper, like being like, why? He's like, oh, that's why. Now I get it.
Yeah.
And like, so
what are you doing now, Hannah?
Oh, what do I do now?
No. What? Okay, actually, let me go back. What happened last week, Miss Hannah?
Oh, last week? Oh, I got my own place.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yeah. I know, all by myself, first time in a long time, and without a man.
That's something to be applauded.
No man. It's all on my own. And with the guidance of the more we love, and like with everything, and like the fact that like I love going to work. I mean, I love working.
Tell us what you do for work.
I'm security.
Oh, there you go.
I'm the only girl.
Yeah, girl.
Where I work.
But security where and what hours and what are you doing for security? Because I say these kind of things almost prompting it because I want her to talk about it because I'm so
She's
proud
a proud
of
mom.
Her. Yes, very proud.
I love working security. I always have. I've done it so much, but like I get to do it in the neighborhoods that I grew up going to that are no longer the neighborhoods that like I remember. Yeah. Because of what's going on in the city.
Right.
Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
Dick's on Broadway. That's my baby.
Dick's on Broadway.
Yeah, that's my baby. Like I've been going there since I was 6 years old. I mean, that's my baby. Okay. So, and I do anything for my baby. I love all of the staff there, the management there. We all have the same beliefs that, it should be a family-friendly environment. All Dick's locations believe that, but like also, the company I work for, they gave me the green light to do outreach while I'm there.
Talk to us about that outreach. This is where the mom proud feeling comes from.
I have people come up to me now on Broadway that thank me all the time. Like, you make me feel like I'm seen. And they get excited when they're doing milestones in life and like, oh my gosh, I just got into housing and it's not harm reduction housing. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, yeah, I'm going to methadone clinic now. I'm like, and then they tell me, thank you for the resources. And like, I check up on them, and a lot of them at first were angry. Like, why do you care? And I was like, well, because I didn't have anyone checking up on me. And like, I don't like that feeling. So like when I was in active addiction, it made me feel more lonely. And I did more drugs, and I said, and I don't want you to die.
Yeah. Right.
And unfortunately, I have encountered some that have died that I really wanted to save. And they were actually willing participants, but it was just one cold night or just one hit that took them out.
And it's really real out there.
It's real.
Yeah.
Oh, it's real.
Yeah.
And like a lot of them are actually terrified of harm reduction housing because they want
Can you speak out to what harm reduction housing?
Oh, yes. Harm reduction housing is housing that allows people to use drugs. They have one person working at the counter that will sometimes give them Narcan, but if someone's alone in their room using drugs, how is anyone going to save them?
And this is the governmental housing that you're talking about. Yeah.
It's there's a couple of them. There's this one
thank you
person named Buddha. He has an apartment, but he chooses to be on the streets because he says it's dangerous. You get robbed. People, it's just not ever quiet. He says jail is quieter than those apartments, and that's saying something.
That's right.
Jail is loud. People don't be quiet in jail. No. It's annoying.
But the fact that
unless I'm there, I make them be quiet.
Yeah.
But like
you bring the fun.
Yeah. I run a tight ship, as people know, as me in security. I run a very tight ship. I don't even allow people to swear.
What do you want to see out on those streets differently that's not being done right now?
I'll be 1000% honest with you. It needs to be, you need to be arrested. You know what made me like really realize that I wanted more in life? Going to jail. Jail sucks. That goes with the same concept. When you're a kid, if you did something naughty, you got punished.
They're talking about accountability.
Accountability.
Yeah.
That's the only way and that's the thing is like a lot of them like don't care because I'll be like, hey, can you put that foil away? I'm in recovery. And they'll be like, F you. And like, like I've had people trying to blow Betty smoke in my face and like, they're like, relapse,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, I can't do anything, not my job. But
what about for those girls that are being trafficked out there? What do you want to see?
What will fix that? And honestly, I think society needs to bring back raising our children to honor loving each other, and respecting your body. That sex does not sell for everyone. It does sell, but it sells your soul.
Well said,
It will. It does. No dollar amount will ever save you from any other problems that you won't later on have. I mean, the amount of money I had doesn't have anything to show for what I have now. It's always comes with a price.
Comes with a price.
It always comes with a price. And the thing is, there's always someone that will always want to try to use you for your money and for your body, and there's no one to nurture your soul. And if you're not nurturing your soul by respecting yourself, and there's people around you who are sucking everything out of you, your soul will literally deplete, and you'll be broken. There's no point other than there needs to be higher standards.
Yeah.
I think that God needs to be brought back to the families. Technology and like just wanting likes. I mean, I have to deal with people naked on the streets all the time in front of children, and they think it's okay.
Yeah.
People think it's okay to use drugs in front of children. It's not.
Yeah.
Because how dare you? There needs to be some shame.
Yeah.
There needs to be some accountability because like I didn't do that in front of kids. I think we need to protect children at all costs because like sadly a lot of these people are in these situations because they were not protected as children.
Right.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I was just going to say, Hannah, you didn't get to become a police officer, but you do a pretty good job policing everything else.
Well, thank you. I know. I just
I
just think that like I think accountability is everything.
I get text messages from her, I would say weekly, saying there's 2 guys that want to go to treatment. There's this, right? Yeah. And I think stepping into a space that you've stepped out of and can identify and know how to do it. I see a future for Hannah that to your point, it may not be in policing, but you're going to save an immense amount of people's lives and inspire an immense amount of people. I deeply know I'm a better person in the way that I serve and I stand in this space because of you. You have taught me an immense, an immense amount in the last 8 months. An immense amount. I have told you from the get-go, I'm a human that helps humans, and you've taught me to be a better human in this, Hannah. And every person that I've seen that you've come into contact with, that you affect them, right? And then just know that you've got that space. And for anybody that is encountering Hannah when you're out doing your work, if you need help and you see her, go to her. I know that there's other moms that have been reaching out on the behalf of their children who are missing, even that have reached out to Hannah for support. And I'm in awe of you, Queen. And we do have World Cup coming. June and July are going to be very busy months for us out there, and we need to be more present for the young women that are going to be trafficked. Speak into that.
Oh, yes. It's gonna. I already hear the buzz about it. I heard about the buzz about it last year. There was when I was still in the lifestyle, still trafficked. Like there's so many pimps counting down the days. We need to get I think a dress code for the streets of Seattle. I think the police need more authority to be able to just like go and talk to people and like just like figure out what's going on. And let them the police want to help the community so badly. I mean, they're great. Like I get so agitated when people don't understand that they're just trying to make us all safe. Like even if you don't understand, like let them do their job. Let them investigate. Let them just be more in the community. We need more police officers. More resources.
Just talking about that,
I mean, as someone who hated the police for a long time, like we need more. Like I'm telling you that right now because like we're getting a little too crazy. We need to backpedal because it's getting out of hand. And the thing with World Cup, I mean, the amount of criminals and gang violence, and it's going to be insane. I know it's going to be a great time and great for our city, and it's going to be great for sports fans. But the thing is, Seattle, you're here for soccer, not for sex.
Ooh, hey, maybe that's just our new
that's our
slogan.
slogan. There you go.
You're here for soccer, not sex.
Yeah.
We're gonna end on that note.
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah, because
more
you touched
powerful
on it
than
right
that.
there.
Yeah.
Because like you said,
Let's
with the
make some
casinos.
t-shirts.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I believe that. I mean, men need to stop having HOEs and get JOBs. So
Yeah.
There you go.
that's just how I feel it. So yeah.
All
Hannah,
right.
thank you for your resiliency,
so
but
much.
your
Thank you.
bravery. Thank you for everything that you are digging in to be the person that you are, the woman you are. I know your
Yeah.
daughter's proud of you.
Yeah.
You're becoming the
Genuinely.
person you should have always been.
Yeah, I mean, it just took me a little lessons. And
That's
God
all right.
had
That's
an
all
idea.
right.
Now I get. I'm like, oh, that's why.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean,
Well, if you like this, like, share, subscribe, and remember
To always be somebody's constant.